I was recently, doing some research, and some information came across the screen. Excuse me. About uh, the debt ceiling and how they're going to increase it by $5 trillion this year. And as we know, the government's been cutting jobs left and right, and you got tariffs, which they're saying that it's going to go up only 30%. Now you got to understand something: 30% is still a lot of money when it comes to small businesses, when it comes to uh, grocery bills. All of these things are still going to have a negative effect on the economy, and we're now seeing truckers getting laid off, trucked because the shipments are being eliminated due to the fact of hey, empty container ships coming in. Hey, what's the need for truckers? And we're seeing these layoffs taking place, 200, 300, 500 employees here, but it has a snowball effect. And it's pretty sad to see because a lot of these people, a lot of these blue collar workers, a lot of these people, they're losing their jobs. And it's pretty unfortunate because, you've looked at the past 3 to 5 years, and I remember that trucking was the rave. Everybody's getting in the truck, and everybody gonna get them a truck, drop ship trucking and all that stuff, cargo trucking. And now it ain't hot no more. I remember when watching these videos of all of these people, especially women getting up and getting in the truck and getting their CDLs. It's not the hot ticket anymore, and it's unfortunate again because when you look at the Trump administration and what he did during COVID, is what did he do? He printed a shit load of money, and so you got to understand something. These people, they're not hard to figure out. And if you can't discern the fact that these people are going to print all of this money, I see stimulus checks coming again. Because you have all of these people losing their jobs, you have high inflation, government laying off, companies laying off. What do you think? He's cutting Section 8. There's going to be a whole lot of pain coming in the next 6 to 12 months. And let me tell you, man, I'm starting to look at things a little bit differently now in terms of how I'm strategizing, how I'm doing things in terms of my level of preparedness. The game for me personally is to just top off whatever it is that we need in the next week or so to ensure that, we have no shortages in certain things for at least a year to 2 years. It's looking pretty bad. It really is. And let me tell you, there's no way that Trump is going to make America great again. He is going to print a shitload of money. Look at they're increasing the debt ceiling by $5 trillion. It looks like they're doing it. It's going to pass through the House of Representatives. It's going to pass through Congress. And what does that mean? How is that going to have an effect on you? Because see, once all of this money's printed, and once all of these, because see, it's a double whammy now. Once all of this money's printed, and once this inflation goes up, what is the average person going to do? When I look at the concept of the collapse and what we have been expecting to happen over the last 10 years, everybody talking about collapse. See, we're living through the collapse, and the collapse is manifesting via homelessness going up, van life going up, people living in their cars, people not being able to pay back their student loan debts, which they're going to start garnishing now. See, it's all about making the poor poor and the rich richer. You see, the Saudis or whoever, Qatar or whatever, or the United Emirates, one of these Arab countries over there, they're going to be giving Trump a $400 million jet. I tell you, these people are all for themselves. They're lining their pockets. They're getting rich. And what do you think is going to happen when these folks? Because see, you got to understand something. These companies and these corporations, they ain't about to lose their bonuses and their pay cuts and their fancy vacations and their fancy yachts and all of this stuff. They ain't about to cut back on any of that shit. You better believe it. They have no intention whatsoever in cutting back on their lifestyle. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna lay off more people. They're gonna lay off more people. And it's sad because a lot of people, they're just not prepared for what is about to take place in this country. Expect more stimulus checks. Expect your inflation to get literally stratospheric in the next 6 months to the year. Prepare your house. Prepare and make sure that you're stocking up on the things that you need, because there's nothing, whether it's 150% increase on tariffs or 30%, you're still getting screwed. Who can afford a third? Can you afford your rent going up 30%? Can you afford your food bill or your expenses or anything? Can you afford that going up 30%? You see, it's a mind game that they're playing on you. Prepare your house, because let me tell you, man, it's gonna get real hectic. It's gonna get real nasty in the year coming up.